Hello, this is Simracing Corner. Because of its compact dimensions, the Next Level Racing Motion platform is a popular choice for sim racers wanting to add motion to their existing setup, just as I have. And if you're considering this as well, then this video is for you. So, I want to highlight a flaw in the design of the Next Level Motion platform, which you need to be aware of, and this is the seat mounting holes, as this will pose a problem unless you're using the Next Level Racing seat. On base mounted car seats, the width mounting holes are 345mm apart. As you can see on this size chart, this bolt pattern is the standard for all the base mounted car seats shown here, and will also apply to most other car seat brands and models. The seat I'm using is the Sparco R100, highlighted here. And now if we head over to the specification sheet for the Next Level Motion platform, the distance between those mounting points is 355mm, so that's a 10mm difference. Not a vast gap, but the holes won't align, so this is a problem for us. So I have a couple of options to help you out. The first one, and it's shown here, is using some 30-30 aluminium profile to bridge the gap. And I've been using this method for a couple of years. It's an easy solution with a disadvantage that comes with raising the seat. So if your wheel deck can't be raised to compensate, it can push you out of your optimal driving position, and the same goes for your pedals. Fortunately, it's not a problem for me. There's plenty of adjustability with my LAB GT1 cockpit, allowing me to raise and lower the wheel deck and pedal deck, but for other setups this may not be possible, and just a few centimeters can make an awful lot of difference to the overall seating position in relation to the hardware, and makes things feel quite different. So the other option is opening up those mounting holes on the Next Level Motion platform to allow the seat mounting holes to align all the way through, which means I can forego using the aluminium profile interface and mount the seat directly, and I'm doing this later in the video. But the main reason I'm doing this now is because I'm changing the seat rails, so I'm combining both jobs into this video to take advantage of the opportunity with the seats removed. The seat rails currently installed are pretty poor, which you can see here. The rails are wobbling and I'm just using a single finger to push the seat. It's been like this forever, and it's not been a huge problem when sitting in the seat and weighing it down, but that slack was always noticeable and possibly reducing the feel of the effects coming from the motion platform underneath. And the only way to find out to see if this is the case and be certain is to fit better seat rails, which I have here. These are Sparco seat sliders, which of course will be compatible with my Sparco R100 seat I'm using. The Sparco seat sliders costs £35, so not that expensive, and a cautionary tale with regards to using very cheap seat sliding rails maybe. So it's just a case of removing the old rails and attaching the new ones. One tip is to make sure you use those thick washers that come with the seat rails, otherwise they'll brush up against the base of the seats when installed, and that will prevent the rails from fully sliding. There aren't any instructions provided, so I found this out for myself when I attached the rails for the first time and discovered this problem, which puzzled me for a few minutes until I realised. So something to remember if this is the first time you install seat rails and wonder why it came with that extra set of thick washers. That's what they're provided for. So we're just about done installing the new seat sliding rails, and the final job here is attaching the handle, but we're not done after this. We still need to address the mounting holes on the Next Level Motion platform. Unfortunately I forgot to record while enlarging those mounting holes, but I did take some photos and I will show you the tools and describe the technique of the procedure. Let's get straight into the aftermath. This is what I had to do to make the mounting holes on the seat slider rails align with the Next Level Motion platform. And the only way you can make this work is cut away some material. We cut away inwards from the centre of the existing holes. Of course, if you are using different seat sliders, measure the distance between the holes first. But the rails will have elongated holes, which should give you some useful play, which means you don't need to be millimetre perfect, so don't worry too much about that. You need to cut in 5mm on each side, but add a couple more millimetres just for some extra wiggle room. I tried two different tools for cutting. My first attempt was using this special drill bit designed for cutting sideways. You draw the drill back and forth and it will eat away at the metal. I used this tool to cut the lower holes, but I wasn't happy with the job. It was a bit scrappy and not as accurate as I would have liked, as you are fighting the pull of the drill rotation during the operation, and it wasn't even that quick. So I would not recommend this tool for this particular job. For the upper holes, I used this square file, and this tool I would definitely recommend as the best option. It was a lot easier to make a precise controlled cut, and it wasn't difficult as the base is aluminium, which is a soft metal. It only takes about 3 to 4 minutes to file open each hole. And a couple of safety warnings before you attempt this procedure. First off, cover up the vents on your next level motion platform before you begin. You don't want those metal filings to drop into the casing and make contact with any electrical components. And secondly, wear safety goggles for the same reason. You really will have a bad time with metal dust in your eyes. With the holes cut, we can finally mount our seat. As we have enlarged the holes, you'll need to use larger diameter penny washers for a good fit between the rails and the next level motion platform mounting holes. And this is the completed job in action. These new Speare seat sliders have no play in them, so that problem is now fixed. And they also have a greater range of travel than the old set, which is another bonus. With those aluminium standoffs removed, the seat is now set lower, which meant I was no longer positioned in my sweet spot to the steering wheel and pedals, and that's just a mere 3 centimeters difference in height, but it was very noticeable to me. So instead of adjusting the height of the wheel and pedal deck, which is a bit of a hassle, instead I raised the lateral supports on the frame of the rig, and that put me back to where I was before. So then, do these changes I've made today make a difference to the feel of the motion? A subtle improvement, I'd say. Maybe the effects feel a bit crisper, but nothing of substantial merit. But I am glad I got around to doing this job. It's another thing ticked off the list that's been outstanding for quite some time, and something useful to share in a video for anybody looking into the next level motion platform. So yeah, hopefully there's some useful knowledge here for you. I also plan to review the next level motion platform in the future, so this was in preparation for that too. And we are very much done for this one. And I hope you found this useful, and if you did, smash the thumbs up to support the channel, and subscribe, and drop your comments below the video. Thanks very much for watching. I will be back soon with something new, so until then, happy simming out there, and bye bye for now.